They've feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down to Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Baylor's offense will have the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Looking to throw, it's O'Brien. Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Knights in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Martinez will let it fly. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because what do you know in the Big 12?
The ball pops out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bears will hustle to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to throw. It's O'Brien. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
That makes the score Baylor 3, UCF 0.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. On the move, it's short. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Knights are in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Martinez looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Knights look to keep this drive humming.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in stride at the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 8 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. He wants to throw. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Back to throw, it's O'Brien. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires it incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Knights will call on their punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Going up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Wolf. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is he'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Giving him his pads. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He'll start this drive firing. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's O'Brien. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
He wants to throw here on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Riley. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Knights want to move quickly.
Second down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This quarterback, part of their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's O'Brien. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Martinez will let it fly. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Off the play fake. He's got it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Bears want to crank the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They move the tight end all over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw, it's O'Brien. Looking for the score. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game.